Hello and welcome to another edition of Bombchu News. My name is Chris, I'm joined by Andron, and today we'll be covering the news that we found interesting.
Steam released a new profile privacy settings update yesterday. This new update added more detailed descriptions of what information is shared and also allows players to manage how their friends in the world see their profiles. According to Valve, you can now decide whether you want to show your purchase game history or wish list, as well as hide your in-game time. Shortly after Valve's blog post on the update, popular analytics site SteamSpy released a very focused tweet regarding some hidden changes being made. The tweet read, quote, "Valve just made a change to their privacy settings, making games owned by Steam users hidden by default. SteamSpy relied on this information being visible by default and won't be able to operate anymore." End quote. This tweet indicated that SteamSpy will be shutting down. However, at the time of this writing, it looks like they have remained unaffected or their data is currently inaccurate. SteamSpy has proven to be a great boon to many game developers, so its loss could prove fate over some smaller companies. Here's hoping that Valve's latest update doesn't make that happen.
Stardew Valley's multiplayer update could be coming sooner than you think. The game's creator Eric Baroni posted an update on the multiplayer update to Twitter, stating, quote, "Update on Stardew Valley Multiplayer. Still making good progress on fixing bugs. If all goes well, it should be ready in about a month." End quote. While this still isn't a solid release date, it's always exciting to hear how close we are to multiplayer being in the game. I've put almost 200 hours into Stardew Valley by myself, and once multiplayer does launch, I'm sure I'll be putting in another 200 at least. The multiplayer update for Stardew Valley is set to launch first on PC, Mac, and Linux, with Nintendo Switch being next in line, followed by the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions.
The long-awaited Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2 now have a confirmed release date. The collections were announced during the 30th anniversary stream, but until now did not have a solid release plan in line. Capcom changed that today with the launch of a new trailer and the reveal of a July 24th release date. The games included range all the way from Mega Man X through X4 in the first collection, while X5 through X8 will reside on the second. There are some options to get a physical bundle of both for the Xbox One and PS4, while the Switch will have the first collection on the cart and the second will come from a downloadable voucher for the eShop. As far as any changes to these games, Capcom claims each one will receive optional smoothing, CRT filters, aspect ratio options, and even slightly better 3D models for Mega Man X7 and X8. They're also adding some nice fan service with the addition of a huge gallery of art, complete soundtracks for X, X2, and X3 along with some original tracks made for the collections, and a new mode called X Challenge. X Challenge lets you fight pairs of Mavericks from throughout the series and sounds like probably the hardest thing ever. I dropped out of the series when I left the Super Nintendo, so I'm excited to have them all on the Switch this summer. Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2 will be available for Xbox One, PS4, the Switch, and PC.
Bungie has unveiled an updated roadmap of planned updates for Destiny 2 and revealed the release date for the next expansion in the process. The roadmap shows Bungie's plan for Destiny 2 through September of this year, during which time Bungie plans to be on Season 4 of content for the game. On this roadmap, Bungie also revealed the next expansion, titled Warmind. Warmind was described as sending players, quote, "to new places to meet new heroes and battle new enemies," end quote. Whether or not this means a new planet or just expanding the existing planets isn't clear, but what is clear is the expansion's release date of May 8th of this year. Bungie also talked about the kind of improvements they're working on for Season 4 and beyond, stating, quote, "The community has been talking about a lot of some of the things we're developing for Season 4. Our goals for these features are to give you more control over how you configure your loadouts in Destiny 2, and give you more reasons to play the game over time. We also want to bring back those exciting moments when you acquire the perfect weapon. To make this happen, updates like weapon randomization, weapon slot changes, gear collections, and records will be delivered to all players," end quote. Like a lot of Destiny 2 players, I've fallen off from the game in the months since the release of the last expansion, The Curse of Osiris, which was a less than stellar expansion in terms of content. However, this roadmap does look promising with some of the changes they have planned, and if Warmind can offer more interesting content than Osiris, the upcoming year of updates could breathe new life into Destiny 2. Look for more info on the Warmind expansion to be revealed during Bungie's Twitch stream on April 24th. Well, that's all the news that we found interesting today. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.